Trump gonna make America safe again. He opened that attention center. Gonna put all the people in there, detention center. I can't pay my rent this month.
You voted for Trump. How do you feel now?
Horrible.
What did you?
What's up, guys? You won't believe how many MAGA supporters are regretting, and the response getting is honest and shocking. Let's dive in. Credit belongs to the owner of the video. I will come back with more commentary.
Text of Project 2025 in place. He's put them in the head of the OMB, the White House Budgeting Office. He has put the architects of Project 2025 in the places they need to do to cut funding from farmers, from veterans, and from the people who rely most on government support. Seniors, farmers, our veterans. These are the people that he is taking funding away from. This was always the plan. Project 2025 was always the plan. And you said that he says it wasn't the plan, that he campaigned and he promised us. But what? You are the ones who says don't believe anything that Trump says. You can't believe. So why did you believe him when he said Project 2025 wasn't the plan? When he selected a vice president that wrote the forward for Project 2025? When he said everything he was going to do was always headed towards Project 2025. And so when your farm is taken away from you, when your veteran benefits are taken away from you, just know we tried to warn you. We tried to tell you that Project 20...
It wasn't an accident. They did it on purpose. They thought that there was nothing else that could help them. That's what I want you to think about. When y'all are cheering and hip hip hooraying because Medicare and Medicaid are gone, food stamps are gone, nursing homes are gone, and hospitals are gone, I want y'all to think about that. I want you to think about your grandmothers and your grandfathers and how they're not going to have anywhere to go. They're not going to get any care because you're not going to wipe their ass. You don't even go see them in the nursing home. We are about to see so much more of this. So much more of this.
So guys, a lot of MAGA voters, they thought they were choosing a better future, but now many of them, they're waking up on reality, which is different from what they promised them. That's why we see more frustration. That's why we see them coming out and regretting, because they are cutting healthcare. Like, life is expensive, like cost of living is expensive. So this is not what they thought. They thought like the economy is going to be better than what they have before, and now it's worse than what they had before. We see many of them suffering. So guys, and many people are saying this is what you voted for, but what matters is not like what you voted for, but the question is this the better economy and making America great again you were thinking to have? This is the same thing. Is this what you voted for? If you are MAGA watching this video right now, please let us know in the comments. So guys, we still have many clips to see. Credit belongs to the owner of the clips. I will be back with the commentary.
And it's all white supremacists' fault. MAGA, Republicans, all of them, billionaires. Oh, and we can't forget Israel's blood money on top of that.
Dear MAGA, tell me how the big, beautiful bill is going to make your life better. Go.
You do realize that most of you aren't in the right tax bracket to be celebrating, right?
Hello, my fellow Americans. I'd just like to understand if everybody here understands what filial laws are. Because frankly, if they do pass this budget bill that they're talking about passing and Medicaid gets basically defunded to the tune of like $1 trillion, well, hospitals that rely on that funding and nursing homes that rely on that funding, well, they're basically going to have to go back to privatized care. And if they go back to privatized care, well, I'm going to be honest with you, a couple shareholders are going to get rich. Our claims are going to get automatically set to denials. And, you know, we're going to be on the hook financially because filial laws are applying in like 30 states. So you should really understand what that's going to mean for you, because basically it's saying that they can hold you civilly or criminally liable for not paying for your elderly parents and or in some cases grandparents medical care. Okay, in my situation, you may only have one living parent left, and he might have been an abusive piece of shit because he was an alcoholic and an addict, and honestly, you might not want to do that. You might rather want to go to jail. than do that. So frankly, I think everybody should understand what it is that these people are voting for. And I know a lot of people were concerned about overtimes and taxes and taxes on tips and things. That's just the tip of the damn iceberg when it comes to this bill, okay? And a lot of people that are voting for it haven't even read the whole thing. They basically said that, okay, which I don't understand how that's even possible, because I know in my past position, if I didn't read a contract but I bound the company to it, I'd be held fucking liable for that shit, okay? So I would just like to understand what it is we're all doing. And I would also like to understand why it is that MAGA Republicans seem to think that it's okay for their leaders to lie to them. Because they said they weren't going to cut Medicaid funding. And they also said that they weren't going to, enact Project 2025. But here we are.
Some aren't holding back, reminding voters that this what they choose. This was their choice. So they should face the consequences of their actions. As we say, this is hard, but again, it's truth. So for me, honest, I'm not trying to be happy that you guys are suffering or just trying to tell like I told you so. That's not my point. My point is like wherever you make decision, just don't think about yourself. Don't be okay with other people suffering. Just look the interest of everyone, because at the end of the day, you have to only put American first. In America, is not only white, it's not only black, it's not only white, it's not only brown, it's all America. As long as you're America, just that's what matters. So and trust me, division doesn't help anyone. So yeah guys, so what do you think so far about this episode? What do you think so far about what these people are saying in this video? Where do you stand? Yeah, so guys, let's watch few clips I have left, so I will be back.
I'm not even joking. Is your support of the big beautiful bill, is it based on the fact that you truly believe that it is going to be beneficial in the long run, that it is going to help the country? I mean, we see a lot of information coming out saying that this is going to increase the deficit substantially. But do you believe that in the short term it's more worth doing this? Or, and again, if this is how you feel, I'm open to hearing it. Are you of the mind that you are willing to see the deficit increase, you're willing to possibly lose your own benefits, because you feel that there are people in this country that don't deserve those benefits? So even if you suffer, you're okay suffering a little bit, so as long as they lose stuff too. Like, genuinely, I want to hear this, because really everything that I'm hearing and seeing is bad. We have nonpartisan groups that are basically budget watchdogs, Democrats and Republicans in these groups that are saying this is bad news. We have financial experts with decades of experience saying this looks like bad news. But yeah, like, I genuinely want to hear why you think that all of their experience, all of their advice, all of their expertise, it doesn't matter. You think this bill needs to be passed. I just want to hear it. Open.
This isn't just political. It's about real people facing real problems. And many who voted for MAGA are struggling with healthcare, with expensive life, with losing job, farms, like a lot of things. Remember, they promised them to give them like better economy, and now this is what they are getting. That means the promise they gave them is empty. This is not about blaming anyone or hating on anyone. It's about understanding their frustration. No matter your political beliefs, country needs honest dialogue and honest empathy right now. And only listening one another is the way, and the way to healing. Because if you come together as a nation, as a people, you're gonna fix this. You're gonna see who is for you, who is not for you. I can tell people, if you feel like you hate someone because how they look, because how much money they have, because where they are from, that's really, really wrong. You guys, you should come together, support each other. This time of wake up call, because guys, once you vote because of your hatred, because you don't want other people to gain, you just want bad things for them, trust me, in one way or another it will come to you. That's how this life is. So that's why I say it's better not to judge people because how they look, because what they have, whether they're rich or poor. It doesn't matter who you are. What matters is like you are America. So fight for your country, defend your country, defend democracy. What make you guys happy and the same in the strong nation? That's what I think personally. So guys, I have comment from the people. Let's see what the people are saying about the situation. um let's read the first comment. I voted for MAGA hoping for change, but now I feel betrayed and stuck with no answers. This isn't America I was promised. People are hurting and no one is paying attention. The third one saying, watching friends admitting they were wrong, it's hard, but it's better to see the truth now than later. Yeah, that's true. So the fourth one, we warned you about this. It was never about real progress, just empty promise. The last one say, if you voted for this, now it's time to face reality and push for real solution. Yeah, guys, I think all of us, like many of us, especially those one who voted for MAGA, those one who voted because of not in the same class or whatever, never do that. Just vote the right person, the person who you think like will value anyone as long as you're America, the person who will value the families, the kids, women, men, like job, who will put only America first. That's the real one. That's the real one you need. You don't need someone who just like feel like he can support this, but this one it's not their business. No, you don't want someone who only support only rich. You want someone who support all Americans. That's what I think. So guys, you can tell me what you think in a comment, and if you know more about the situation, educate us in a comment, tell us more. We would like to know, because it's nice to know more, and this content is for education purpose. So feel free, if you have something you can share, but it should be something really that can help people to know more about the situation. And if you are in a comment like you guys cursing, kindly respect one another. It's very, very important. And thank you guys for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next one. Bye.